this is Lindsay from Fit and Fabulous, and today we are gonna be making meal prep burrito bowls. So if you are fairly new to the meal prep world, this recipe is gonna be perfect for you. It's super easy to make, it's super delicious, and honestly, you can make this up ahead of time, say on like the weekend, and you're gonna have lunch for like the entire week. So if you stay tuned, this is exactly what we're gonna be making in today's video. Now, if you are new to my channel, my name is Lindsay, and this is my YouTube channel. It is Fit and Fabulous, and I make videos like this every single week. I make videos on weight loss, I do delicious recipes, I do fun reviews, I do lots of really fun things on this channel, so be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the notifications so you guys never miss a video like this in the future. As well as if you do like this type of video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, ding, and that way I know to make more videos like this in the future. So if you guys are ready to start meal prepping, then let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna need for our burrito bowls is some boneless, skinless chicken. So this is about a pound to about 1.25 pounds of chicken. So you just wanna dice that up into bite-sized pieces, just like this. And so the first thing we wanna make is the marinade for our chicken. So of course you're gonna need a bowl. And the very first ingredient we are gonna need is some olive oil. So we're gonna be using 1/4 cup of olive oil. Next, we're gonna be using some lime juice. So we just need 1/3 cup of lime juice. And then we need some honey. So we need 1 teaspoon of honey. And then we need some salt. So we are gonna be using 1 teaspoon of salt. And then we need some cumin. So we need 1/4 teaspoon of ground cumin. Then we're gonna be using some minced garlic. So we're gonna be using 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. And then we're gonna be using some paprika. So we need about 1.5 teaspoons of paprika. And then we need some onion powder. So we are gonna be using 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And then we need 2 teaspoons of chili powder. So we wanna mix that up as good as we can. So then we are gonna grab our chicken and the marinade and a big Ziploc bag, and we are gonna combine the chicken with the marinade, and we wanna mix that up as good as we can because we want all of the marinade touching all of the chicken because that's where most of the flavor is gonna come from. So we wanna mix that up as much as we can. And now we wanna put that in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. You can actually put it in there for a little bit longer if you want, but it has to be in there for a minimum of 30 minutes. Next, while the chicken is marinating, we are gonna make some brown rice. So this is the brown rice that I typically use. This is Uncle Ben's 20-minute brown rice. I like to use this brown rice because I'm a little bit impatient when it comes to brown rice because normal brown rice takes around 45 minutes to make, and this stuff only takes 20 minutes. So we are gonna be making 2 cups of brown rice. So after the chicken is done marinating, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook this on the pan. So I just grab just a regular sized pan, and then I grab some Pam coconut oil spray, and I'm just gonna spray the pan just kind of quickly. And then I'm gonna put the chicken on there and basically just cook the chicken until the juices run clear. And then while the chicken is cooking, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our fresh cilantro, we're gonna chop up 1/3 cup. So once our rice is cooked, we are gonna put our rice into a bowl, and we are gonna add the cilantro, some lime juice, and some salt and pepper to taste. So we are gonna add that 1/3 cup of fresh chopped cilantro. We're gonna add around 2 to 3 tablespoons of lime juice, depending on your taste buds, and just a little bit of salt and pepper. And of course, you wanna mix that up just so it's like all mixed up good. And then we want to take our can of black beans and corn, and of course we want to open those cans up, and we want to drain them and rinse them off, and then we just want to put those beans and the corn into like a little bowl so that way it's easy to grab when we're making our burrito bowls. So now that we have everything ready, we are ready to prepare our burrito bowls. Now, when it comes to making the burrito bowls, I do like to use a food scale. Now, this food scale I actually just got at Walmart. I think it was like $20 or $25 or something. They're really not that expensive. Now, I like to use a food scale just because it's a little bit more precise when it comes to measuring out all the ingredients. Now, if you don't have a food scale, that's okay. You can always use those portion containers. I know they're different colors, so obviously like the red one is for like the meats, and the yellow one is for like the carbs, and the green ones is for the veggies. So you can always use those if you don't have a scale. just to make sure that basically every single burrito bowl that you make is basically gonna be the same and it's gonna be consistent. So we are gonna put together our burrito bowls. So the first thing we were gonna do is we were gonna measure out 100 grams of brown rice into each bowl, and then 150 grams of chicken, and then 50 grams of corn, and then 50 grams of black beans, and then about like 2 to 3 tablespoons of salsa. Now for me personally, I kind of like to have the salsa all over like the chicken and the rice and everything. The salsa really keeps things moist, especially like when you're keeping your burrito bowls in the freezer and then you tend to warm them up after. I would say like the key for this meal prep recipe is like the chicken is marinated in some olive oil. So basically it's gonna stay tender and it's gonna stay moist, especially when you go to warm it up. It's not gonna be like dried and like kind of nasty. So I think those two things are really like the key when it comes to these burrito bowls, that you've marinated the chicken and that you're using like a salsa on top of it. Now, of course, with all these different portions, you guys can kind of like pick and choose exactly what you want. Maybe you want a little bit more brown rice, maybe you want a little bit less, maybe you want more chicken, maybe less, maybe more of the corn, you know, beans, whatever it is. It's completely up to you, whatever you want to basically portion into each container. Now this recipe does make 4 burrito bowls, so of course you can store them in the freezer. Now I've kept mine in the freezer for like a month or 2 and it seems to be okay, but I probably wouldn't go longer than like a couple months. I mean, I haven't actually had them in the freezer that long, so that might be something that you would have to test out. Now these containers that I'm using today, I just bought off of Amazon. I think I got like 10 containers for like $10 or $13 or something. These are great because they are freezable. You can put them in the microwave. I don't think you can put them in the oven. I'm pretty sure they would melt. But I do like them because they are freezable. And that is what our burrito bowls look like. Don't they look so delicious? So I hope you enjoyed that meal prep recipe. It's actually one of my very favorite meal prep recipes. It's so good. It's kind of like the Mexican burrito bowl thing. It's just uber good. If you guys do decide to make it and you do like post it on Instagram, be sure to tag me and that way I can give you a shout out. If you have any questions at all, let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you have an amazing day and I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye.